कैसा आवाज करते थे?
2 महीने में.
2 महीने में?
हाँ.
2 months. So when the baby was 2 months.
2 months old. Amazing. Yeah.
2 महीने के बाद कबूली ले करे कपड़ा.
So she says that after 2 months she maintained that schedule in a way that the baby was never wet by himself.
थोड़ी रोए सो हमने बस नीचे कर लिया ऐसे.
So the moment he starts feeling uncomfortable or starts crying, you just hold it, open the nappy, again next to the
ऐसे गोदी में लेके और ऐसे नीचे कर ले. ऐसे सुसु कर ले.
So that's for the pee.
Yeah.
But if it's a poo, she'll bring him nearby.
Outside.
Yeah.
Or the gutter.
वो तो सुसु के लिए, potty करवानी हो तो बाहर लियो.
पोटी करवाने तो हाँ.
What she used to do, आप
बाहर ले आए हो बस ऐसे पैरों पे बैठा लिया.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
So you hold the baby like that. That's under their thighs.
So that's the bums here.
Yes, bums there.
And the baby's head.
Yeah.
So you're holding baby from the shoulders. And on. So you make the seat for him.
Yes.
And there's if you have like if it's cold, you don't want to take your baby inside.
Yeah.
What she used because when I see my aunt doing that, it's the paper. So you just have that paper. You just need to throw that paper. Make him sit. Make such sound. अब sound क्या करते थे? आप क्या करवाते हैं? कुछ बोलते थे? ऐसे कुछ करते?
हाँ.
That's the one. Okay.
So that's
ऐसे सुसु ऐसे ले.
In the day, also Pampers.
No, in the daytime I did not use.
Right. Even when he was 10 days old, or 2 weeks, 3 weeks old?
Yes, I did not use because it's too dangerous for the skin when it gets too hot inside.
Right, okay.
Then he can start getting red points or something.
All right, so red point's the rash.
Yes.
So he gets a nappy rash.
Yes.
Okay. So during the day, as much as possible, you would not have the baby in a nappy.
Yes.
It would just be off.
Yes, free.
Just free. Okay.
For the baby at night.
Yeah.
But for me, myself, I use only at night.
Okay.
In the afternoon, no.
Yeah.
But first month, because some baby is many
Many times.
Yes,
That's
many
right.
times.
Yeah.
So at night, at least we have to change 3 times.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But after 2-3 months,
Yeah.
maybe just 2 times.
That's right.
Then after that, it's only one time. It's enough.
That's right. Yeah.
Then also, when we want to go to somewhere, we use that.
Yeah. Okay.
But just at home,
At home.
don't need, yes. But maybe baby, they just know very little.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
like
you say ching,
yeah.
and that's for we.
Yes, for me. Yeah.
Okay. So they hear you say ching, and
Yeah.
they feel you holding
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
and then they know
Yeah.
that that's what
Yeah.
you need to do.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in the market of Luang Prabang. The Lao mum with her very young baby, little boy, and he's not wearing a nappy. She's just got him in little trousers there. Very cute. Oh, and he's wet himself. And she's laughing. There you can see he's wet himself. And she's just talking to him about it. Very cute. Yeah. Your baby very little. Little boy. There we go. No nappy, he's just wet himself. And she's just changing his trousers. I asked how old the baby was and she says 3 months. Looks very big for 3 months. I'm not quite sure if she understood. There we go, that's perfect. There we are.
Convenient, but for us, I think it's better for my daughter, my son, and very comfortable for them. And we want to do something the best for my baby. For boy, it's more easier to know when he wants to go to the toilet.
How do you know?
Because
She had small.
Yeah.
When the normal, it's not like this. And but when it's really the calm, it's a half. It's half.
So you can tell from
You
the
can
body.
see.
You can see, and from the body you can tell.
Yeah. You can see.
You can see he wants to go.
Yeah, and I think when the mother
for him.
when the mother take care about them,
Yes,
she will know.
she will know. Yes.
When
You
she
live
take
with
care
them.
about him,
Right.
she
When
will know.
she's thinking about the baby and feeling more for the baby,
And
she
I
just
think-
knows.
Yes, we should do something the best for
Yes,
them.
that's
Very
right.
simple.
Very important, very simple, but very, very good. He's at 10 months starting to get potty trained. They're very cute. Thank you. There's Mum. And there's the evidence of him being potty trained.
The child not being put in a separate room. Like in the West, you have a separate baby room, and here we don't have space, so we have to, put the child until about the child is 3 or 4. The child is with the parents.
In the bed.
Yeah, in the bed. And what happens is when the child especially moves or wriggles, I know, okay, this child may be wanting to go to the toilet.
Right.
So I pick up the child and put the child into the, that's another sensitivity, yes, to their bodily, physical clues. Like, for example, like when my son was young and if he had fever. So he didn't know how to say how much of discomfort he's feeling. So I would put the thermometer and then I would ask him, how are you feeling? So he'll say, he's able to tell me that, and it would coordinate with the temperature. Another thing, suppose I asked him his stomach upset, okay, your pain is there. So he didn't know how much. You will say, he would link it up to rain. He'll say, it's just drizzling. It is little pain. But now it's raining heavily. So he could tell me. So I knew that I needed to take him to a doctor, or I could just give him some, digestive in the house, and that's the end of it.
So whether it's a thunderstorm or whether
Yeah,
it's
that he could feel it, and I remember him being very young, 5 and all. He used to tell me that, Mom, it's just drizzling, it's okay.
Right. So his level of awareness sounds really high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I felt at least that was there, and I am personally able to detect there, even today, a little bit, of their mood, the way they sit, the way the face, I can pick up what's happening. And then my son will say, Mom, how did you know that? I said, yeah, I just knew it.
Okay. So that's the bit that's so hard to explain, isn't it? That's the intuitive knowing. It's unconscious and conscious knowing.
Outside or
All right.
somewhere.
For an emergency,
Emergency they can use.
okay.
Otherwise we will use
But
that.
not on a daily basis.
He was angry with her.
He was angry.
വേറെ പറഞ്ഞ കൊച്ചിന് അരമണിക്കൂറേ ഇത് വയ്ക്കാവൂ 1 മണിക്കൂറൊന്നും ഇത് വെച്ചോണ്ട് ഭയങ്കര ഇതാണ്
Only she says like that only 1 hour or 2 hours. Yeah? If it emergency, otherwise no, doesn't do that.
You mustn't do that.
Like that, yeah.
Okay. And did your daughter listen? So she listened to the doctor.
മോള് പറഞ്ഞ കേൾക്കുമെന്ന്. Doctor yeah.
And you were saying something about when you were in Russia?
When I was in Moscow.
In Moscow.
I went to his home. And he showed me the rooms and everything. But I am so scared that one room only for a small kid. He is 4 years old.
4 years old.
3 or 4 years old.
Right.
He was separated from the mother and father and living in a small room.
All on his own.
Yeah.
And how did that make you feel?
It was, I never seen it in India, especially my life in Kerala.
Right.
I never seen like that.
Yeah.
Still, I was, still my father and mother around 7-8 years, 10 years like that. After that also when I have a small room, when I sleep, still I am sleeping.
Right.
My mother will be near
you.
When I slept, she's going back like that.
Okay.
It was a
So it was a shock for you?
shock, yes, of course. It was.
Okay. Yeah. And you said it made you feel quite emotional.
Yeah, of course. I feel. Little time I see that boy's face. and he didn't know about anything, you know.
He doesn't know any
Yeah,
different.
but I feel like when I am in his stage, when I feel, I don't know how much emotions I have.
Right,
It's like
okay,
that.
right.
I'm really scared about it.
So you can feel the emotions
Yes,
now
of
as you're
course.
talking about
I
it.
never allowed to feel my children. If I have any children, I
Yeah.
never do like that.
Right. No. Okay.
Yes.
So the attachment in
Yeah.
India
Yeah.
is much stronger, you
Yes,
reckon?
of course. Now also I'm living with my father and mother and brother
Right.
in our own house, and we are eating maybe during the night we are eating together and speaking. It's like that. It was really very good, and we don't feel much stress, nothing. Just when I was sitting there, my mama is coming and just touching my shoulder. It was a very
Soothes you.
soothe, and I release all the tension or stress. If I don't get much customers here,
Yeah.
I don't feel anything in my house.
Okay.
Because we're getting small money, but we're living a happy life.
Yeah. Important. Good. Thank you so much. Very important.
I'm out and about, and I never even really thought about it till you asked me the question, but when I'm out with my daughters now, so I have two daughters, one 10 and one 13, I will actually naturally say it's time to go to the toilet. But I never realised that's what I was doing until, and for sure they go to the toilet, there's no doubt about it. So I had never really thought that connection was from
early on.
Yeah, and because I was thinking, I can go all day and not say anything to them, and then just suddenly I'll say it's time to go to the toilet.
Right.
So
Interesting.
yeah, and there was never any constipation for my children as babies either. Never. They never had it. So my feeling with that is that a child doesn't actually want to stay in a soiled nappy all day, and I think they learn to not to go in the end.
Become uptight.
Really. I definitely modelled my parenting on the Eastern model, not the Western model. So for me, it's really difficult to answer that correctly because I just didn't like the model of the West. I didn't like that disconnection, and I thought, I'm having a baby, I want to be connected to my child. I loved watching mothers with their babies, and not only the way they held them and carried them, but you could definitely see the depth of connection. Yeah, just the connection and just being with them. And it seems so natural to me.
Carried on for you with your daughter.
Absolutely, hasn't changed. And I don't think that will ever will.
That's what's lovely.
Yeah.
It's lovely to hear that.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, Max.
Hello.
What's your name?
Miranda, what's your name?
Anila.
Anila.
My name is Diva.
Diva.
My name is Gobika.
Yeah.
My name is Anjana.
Angela. We come from New Zealand, and you? Where are you from?
We are from Malabar. Do you
Oh, Malabar.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're here on holiday?
Yes.
Okay. Christmas. Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Having a good time in the sea. Yes. You like it? After the mother's had the baby, does the baby sleep with the mother in the first 2 or 3 months?
Yeah.
And longer?
Almost like until they married.
Okay. Right. Okay. Good answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all. Yeah.
Okay. Last question. The disposable nappies, the dirty ones, do they burn them? How do you get rid of them here?
Yeah, some people throw it, some people there's a rubbish. Some people throw it in the sea.
Okay.
Yeah, they throw it to the rubbish area where they burn it.
So there's a variety of ways of dealing with it. Okay. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Yeah, that's lovely. Thank you very much.
We are still struggling how to manage that all trash, but again, as you said, because I got to know from you that you can't dispose them properly, you can't recycle them, or you can't do them. It's like increasing your trash around you. It looks bad because in India people do not have that sense of, they will clean their house, but they will not worry about neighborhood. They're like, okay, that's not my area, throw it there. But if you're doing it last from 1 month, it's increasing and it's creating that smell. And then next time you pass that way and you don't feel good about it. So it's like I think I personally will not. I will use it because I have to, because I'm on job. But maybe once in a day. for only few hours. But that's what I'm planning. Because if I have a baby, 3 years I will not work.
Yeah.
I'll resume to my work later on. She will come with me. My mom will come with me. They will take care of my baby. Or I will be there because I'm not going to work. But then you need help, or you definitely
Support.
need your seniors who already experienced it. So I think in an environmental issue, it's also a big issue. Like in Delhi, you see, go to malls, you see these nappies because that dustbin is already filled up. There's 500 people visiting that mall in a day, that washroom, and then carrying those babies, and that dustbin is filled. What these mothers do now, they just chuck these nappies just anywhere, and then the moment you go see, you feel like, oh, because that's not your baby's shit. If it's your baby's shit, you're like, oh yeah, I'll pick it up. You can't pick with everyone else's. So I think everyone has to take this initiative. That try and reduce that level.
And there's the interconnection, interrelatedness of everything.
And if you kind of care for your baby in that manner,
Really worried the way India's going towards using more and more disposable.
Yes, because right now, like my niece has got a 6-month-old baby, and from the time the baby is small, she's been just using diapers and disposables, and even if she's in the house, there was no need for her to.
That's right. This is what came through when the women.
Because I understand when we are traveling, when you're going out, when it's inconvenient, we need to use disposable. But
Otherwise, it's and is it kind of like
and also I'm finding she's too busy with her career.
Right.
So when she's too busy with her career, her mother is looking after the child, and the mother is more attuned to the baby's things, but not she.
Right. Okay.
So the mother would be more sensitive, like the grandmother, I would say.
Right. Yes.
But because the baby was sleeping with the grandmother, and because they didn't want to disturb her because she's a working mother.
Right.
So it's not happening in every home, but I'm just telling you, these are newer trends.
And would the grandmother then take over and potty train and maybe not use disposables during the day? So gradually bring that in.
Right.
But then when your niece becomes a grandmother, she won't have those skills.
Yes. Yeah, we are losing it. And the younger generation feel when it is available, why not use? It's more status symbol. And this is old-fashioned.
Without being aware of the potential dangers to the child, to the rupture in the attachment, and to the environment. I mean, it's on so many levels. That's what the danger is, isn't it? That's the worry. But it's very hard to push that.
Yeah. See, it's only when you started talking about it and in the West that you are realizing it. Then I said, hey, we need to preserve what's so important.
That's right. To value it.
Yeah.
I know.
But unfortunately, the younger generation don't value the traditional.
Well, if they don't know that there's something to value, they'll overlook it. They'll.
For us, it's something taken for granted. It's part of our. Nobody has.
Put a
this is a good
spotlight on
mother.
it. Nobody's highlighted it's almost like nobody's highlighted the importance of mothering
Right.
and the mother bond attachment and attunement. So it goes with that as well, doesn't it?